What if you could sound completely different on guitar without buying new gear and without learning new chords? That's exactly what we're doing today. Hi, I'm Stefan. Today we're talking about Nashville tuning. It's funny how many gems hide in plain sight. Guitar players chase new sounds by detuning the guitars, learning tricky alternate fingerings, or use partial capos, which are awesome but can be an absolute theory headache. Meanwhile, Nashville tuning is one of the simplest ways to expand your sound. Why? Because you can play the same old stuff you love, no need to learn anything new or buy more gear, just instant gratification. So, what is it? Nashville tuning keeps your normal chord shapes, but the lowest four strings, E, A, D, and G, are tuned one octave higher. If that sounds familiar, that's because it is. It's one half of what you find in a guitar string set for 12-string guitars. With one of these, you can actually string two guitars, one regular, one Nashville. These days, you can even buy dedicated Nashville sets. Back in the 1960s, that wasn't the case. Session legends like Ray Edenton and Grady Martin discovered that doubling a standard guitar with one tuned to what would later be called Nashville tuning created a beautiful shine on the recordings. This trick became a staple in country music but quickly spread into rock and pop. One famous example is the 1971 Rolling Stones song Wild Horses. Now, if this is so cool, why is it such an underused technique? Because unlike with open tunings, where you detune your strings by one or two semitones, you pretty much need an extra guitar for it. Don't even think about tuning your strings one octave up. They will snap, of course, before you're even halfway there. Now, I'm sure that many of you who are watching this video probably have an extra guitar around. For me, it's this one, my Pearl Acoustic that I got for my 16th birthday, I think. It didn't get much use for a long time, but now it is permanently tuned to Nashville and it got a second life. All of this begs the question, isn't doubling a regular guitar with one in Nashville tuning basically the same thing as simply playing a 12-string? Let's find out. I have everything we need for this test. My Takamine in regular tuning, my Pearl in Nashville, and my Ibanez 12-string. Let me record a 4-bar phrase on all three guitars first, then I will play back the Nashville combo against the 12-string. See if you can tell the difference. Not too hard, right? Even with careful doubling, the Nashville setup and the 12-string sound quite different, and that is why both exist side by side. There's no school of thought kind of rivalry which is better. But here's where Nashville really gets fun. You now have two tracks to work with. That means you can balance them differently to bring out more of one or the other guitar. You can pan them left and right, EQ them separately, add different effects, you name it. There are tons of creative options. Now, when I record acoustic guitar, I always double it and pan the two tracks left and right, about 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock for that full spacious sound. Doubling that on top in Nashville gives me 4 tracks with a grand total of 24 strings. I already recorded that, added just a bit of sweetening to everything in a basic pop setting, and looped it for you. Also, if you are curious how everything, all 48 strings would sound together, I got that too. Check it out. Alright, I just threw in that last bit for fun. It's a bit over the top for my taste. So, what's the takeaway? Regular plus Nashville tuning gives you lots of flexibility, easier playing, even fingerpicking, and tons of mixing options. However, you basically need an extra guitar, it takes more time during recording, and is more difficult to double precisely. A 12-string gives you that instant jangle and chorus with just one guitar, easy recording, but harder to play, harder to tune, and less flexible in the mix. But here's the thing. You don't have to be recording to enjoy Nashville tuning. Even on its own, it's inspiring to play. It makes familiar chords sound fresh and adds a whole new texture to your playing. Leave a comment with your thoughts on Nashville tuning and let me know if I should do a similar test with electric guitars. Thanks for watching.